I hired someone to find dirt on my sister before our custody hearing. They called me back and said, "You don't want me to file this report." My sister Deborah and I had not spoken in 4 years before our mother got sick. When Mom died, she left the house, the savings, and guardianship of my 14-year-old niece Lily to me, not Deborah, me. Deborah contested everything. I understood. On some level, Lily was her daughter, not mine. But our mother had watched that household for years from the inside, and what she saw was enough to change her will twice in the last 18 months of her life. Mom never told me exactly what she witnessed, just squeezed my hand one afternoon and said, "Don't let Deborah take her back." I wasn't going to. The custody hearing was in 6 weeks. My lawyer told me character evidence would matter, and that if I had anything concrete, now was the time to find it. So I hired a private investigator named Gil, a retired detective my lawyer had used before. I gave him Deborah's address, her workplace, the name of her boyfriend. I told him to find whatever was findable. He called me back in 9 days. "I need you to come in," he said. Not over the phone. I drove to his office, a second-floor walk-up above a tax prep place. He had a folder on his desk, but kept his hand flat on top of it. "I've done this job for 22 years, he said. "I've handed over things that sent people to prison. I've handed over things that ended marriages, ended careers. I hand over what I find. That's the job." "Okay," I said. "This one's different." He looked at me carefully. "You don't want me to file this report?" I stared at him. "Is Lily in danger right now?" "No, Lily is fine. She's safe." "Then what?" "The report documents your sister." He paused. "It also documents you." My stomach went cold. "What does that mean?" He opened the folder then and pushed it across the desk slowly. The first photograph was Deborah's apartment. The second was her boyfriend's car. The third was a financial record I recognized immediately because it was connected to an account I had helped set up 6 years ago. An account I'd funded with money I told my ex-husband was a loan repayment from a friend. It wasn't a loan repayment. I had given Deborah money during a period when her boyfriend at the time was threatening her. I didn't tell my husband because he hated her and would have turned it into a war. The amount was significant. The paper trail, Gil explained, looked like something it wasn't. It looked like I had been funneling money to someone with a documented history of fraud charges. Deborah's former boyfriend, not the current one, and the timing lined up badly with a period when that man was under financial investigation. I had nothing to do with his investigation. I didn't even know about it until that moment. "If this report enters the record," Gil said, "opposing counsel will have it in 48 hours. They will build a narrative around it. It won't matter that you were trying to help her. It will look like coordination." I sat there for a long time. "What did you find on Deborah?" I finally asked. He turned to the next page. Missed school pickups. Lily arriving at school with no lunch money, repeatedly, over several months. A neighbor's written statement describing arguments in the apartment. Nothing criminal. Nothing that would win me a custody hearing outright. Nothing worth the cost of what was on the other pages. "So, if I file this," I said, "I hand them a weapon, a big one." I drove home and sat in my mother's driveway, which was technically my driveway now, and tried to think like she would have. Mom had known something. She changed that will for a reason. She hadn't left me a note, hadn't left me a recording, just left me Lily and trusted me to figure it out. I called my lawyer and told her about the account, all of it. I didn't let her find out another way. She was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "Okay, here's what we do." We got ahead of it. We disclosed the transfer voluntarily, with documentation showing my intent and no connection to the investigation. We submitted a declaration from the investigator who'd cleared that fraud case years ago, confirming I was never a subject. We built our case around Lily, her school records, her own written statement to the court, the guardian ad litem's report. Lily told the guardian she wanted to live with me. She said it clearly, without prompting. The hearing lasted 2 days. Deborah's lawyer tried to introduce the financial history anyway. The judge reviewed it, reviewed our disclosure, and set it aside. I was awarded guardianship. In the parking lot after, Deborah walked past me without speaking. I didn't call after her. There was nothing left to say that would help either of us. That night, Lily helped me make dinner. The same pasta my mother used to make. And at some point, she looked up and said, "Grandma always said you'd figure it out." I didn't tell her how close I came to not figuring it out at all.